Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placements. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Libra, for today is Lalita, and it says the Red Goddess. Further, it says playfulness is the spiritual power. Laughter leads me back to the light. There is butterflies over here. There is a bow and arrow, very Sagittarian energy, forward-looking, visionary, mutable fire. There's red hues, which stand for Mars energy, call to action. The energy that we put in, the desire to accomplish our goals, to this is also like forward movement and action. This is creative energies out here that's playing out for you. So I feel that Libra, you're ruled by Venus. And Venus is all about harmony, beauty, aesthetics and things like that. And I feel that you are completely in your zone right now, where you are, creating things, artistic, performance, arts. You could also be using art and creativity in technology, or in community projects, creating landscapes or poems or buildings that are aesthetically pleasing. It could be designing stadiums or any public space or in a community space that has a lot of aesthetic feel, that uses a lot of planning and geometry and colors on the walls. If you see, there's a geometry behind her, and that symbolizes like the balance of yin and yang energies, right? Where we are, where we have the courage to express ourselves, express our creativity. That's the balance of yin and yang energies. This is also about, distributing your energies and working on things in a very balanced way, not losing yourself, not going crazy over something, right? Whether it's your craft or whether it's your the people that you spend time with, it's like balancing things out on a day-to-day basis. You could be into fashion lines or, dancing. This person is in a very dance pose. You might be learning some martial arts skill as well. She has a bow and arrow. So this could be about anything, arts, using arts to express yourself, like just like, the musicians do, just like we have the musical concerts, people just, they dance away, whether it's Beyonce or whether it's Taylor Swift, their tours are just so liberating for them and for the audience. So you might be into, aesthetics or creating beautiful art and things like that. This is also, Libra also stands for justice and fairness, balancing the scales. So you could be also using art as a means to, to stand up for people, to fight for justice, for activism even. Like that artist, Frida Kahlo, she's really popular because she used art as an expression of her, to express herself, of every experience she went through. And she celebrated today for the way she, she was strong. She didn't cave into her situation and she liberated herself. So she's very well celebrated today. I actually have looked at a lot of her art exhibits Frida follows, and they're beautiful, very liberating. So this is like extending yourself to fashion shows, trying new costumes and hairdos and things like that. This could also be participating in workshops or dance or mediums where you feel, you feel that you're expressing yourself authentically. This could also be, spending time with people, friends and family that are near and dear to you, getting to know new people. This could also be home environment where you're redecorating and redoing your homes, redesigning homes and things like that. But yeah, your energy is very focused right now, I feel, Libra. And also, like, if you see the sacred geometry at the back, like I mentioned, that's a very powerful symbol. If you meditate on it, it's like a symbol of abundance and clarity and, abundance and great success. So I do feel that you're changing things up, and for some of you, it could be that you no matter what the age, but you're starting something creative, that you feel is your soul's calling at this point in time. maybe, you're 50 and you're learning dance, or maybe you're starring some, you're writing some novel or books. But that's his energy of not worrying about how old you are. It's not about the age. It's about fulfilling your destiny. You might be feeling strongly drawn towards certain arts, and you want to just pursue that. You want to fulfill your purpose here, right? You might also be into a lot of wellness industry, using beauty, spas and salons and things like that, using beauty to calm and to de-stress and detox as well. Um, yeah, so basically, like a lot of arts and justice, fighting for justice in a very gentle way, through creating art, or through writing books, or through media, where you express stories that did not get their attention, so that those cases can now receive justice, in that way. The next card you have, Libra, is Ramph, and it says the Angel of Time. Yeah, it's all about timing here, divine timing, and the time when things are meant to be, when things will get manifested, This is also about how you invest your time, ensuring that you're not wasting your time. You're investing it into the right places, the right people, the right situations. And also knowing that, time is not linear, Now, time basically is divided into two. One is the chronos, which is the linear time that all of us have studied about. The second one is the kairos. Kairos is the divine time. And, kairos is not really about the clock going round and round, from 12 to 12, 2 times in a day. It's not about that kind of talk. It's about the right timing, when things are meant to happen for, the right place, the right time. That kind of time is what we're talking about over here. So I feel that this is a call for you to understand how to invest, where to invest time into, and also that things will happen according to the divine time. So if you are wondering why things are not moving forward, why things are not moving fast enough, which means that the universe is giving you time to sharpen something, to wait for something. Maybe something is brewing in the in behind the scenes, and it's not ready for you to receive it as yet. Also, that time is like experienced differently by every person here. When we said those times, like with so and so, you go finish your college and then get so and so time you should get married, and so and so time you should have a family, and things like that. It works out differently for each one of us. No two people. Of course, there are marriages that are happening at the same time, but it could be that those people are at different stages in their life. So not everyone's path is going to be the same. Not everyone is going to experience the same thing at the same exact time. Like somebody experiences something at 20, and the other person may or may not experience it, or may experience it at 40. So there is no set time limit to experiences, is what the strength is, the message of the REMF is. So right now also, I feel, Libra, for some of you, you could be like in a little bit impatient because you feel like you need, like things to work out right now. But there is a little bit of the Saturn influence on this energy, which means that you have to be disciplined in your efforts, and you have to, keep doing something, revising, polishing yourself for some time, before the universe picks up and gives the returns to you. So with the right intentions and the right action, you will receive what you have been working for. So don't rush the process. Don't rush anything, whether it's arts or your job or your career or connecting with people or activities, whatever it be. There is no need to rush right now. So stay paced, pace your day, pace your goals. And if there is a delay, the delay is also known as universe's pause. So the pause is actually given to you to, build on something, to strengthen something about your own self. so that you're able to leverage that quality in the future. So these pauses are all intentional by the universe. It's time for you to build upon something which will make you solid later on, which will help you to use this skill or this quality later on when you're ready for it. So things are going to happen, things are going to work out, things are going to unfold only at the right time when you are ready to receive and the universe knows that you are ready to receive. Yeah, it's like people say, oh, you know what, especially those married people, they say that we met, so and so in college and then we reconnected again after 10 years. Yeah, because the time goes right after 10 years. So when things play out at a certain time, we later, when we look back, in hindsight, we understand the reason why things played out in a certain way or at a certain time. So right now, this is like a call to pause, to be patient, and to keep doing what you're doing, and to keep upskilling yourself. The next card you have, Libra, is number 9, and it says curiouser and curiouser. So that's so Alice. And this Alice over here looks puzzled or looks like she is, staring at something, trying to absorb something, trying to get her head around it. Further, it says discovery, inquiry, weirdness, and curiosity. So there is something that is, making you curious, and you might be, and maybe different things, maybe quirky things are making you interested, are making you curious right now. You might be interested in some quirky stuff, like, it could be anything, quirky products, or maybe different kinds of, food combinations or different kind of cloth combinations. You might be experimenting with that. Nothing wrong with the experimenting different kind of quirky styles. You never know, what might tick with the public and the audience. So discovering things, exploring things, maybe you want some information or you're just curious about what do you like or what is there in a certain subject or in a certain college or in a certain place. Maybe you're traveling. So it's a good energy to be in. It keeps our mind active. It keeps our soul active. And also, we become open to learning, to adopt to newer things, to bring to not only to adopt, but to also blend different kind of things. Like, for example, we have like, Van Gogh rooms today, in art, or we have metaverse. That's like creativity and digitalization, technology plus creativity at its best. It sounded quirky before, but now, everybody's taking to it. Everybody is trying to, try it out and experiment with it. So things like that, you never know when you are there reading, learning, traveling, staying curious, trying different things. You could be trying different cuisines, or you could be trying different art forms, or even something related to spirituality. You could be into sound baths and things like that, or just in the zone of expanding your horizons, expanding your mind. Because Libras, you have that natural instincts for beauty and art. You're a Venusian kids. So I feel that you are exploring things. You're staying curious in creativity. You're applying creativity in different ways, maybe in technology, maybe in arts, who knows, in fashion. You could be writing books. You could be telling stories. You could be creating movies and media. The good thing about staying curious is that our brain always stays active and open to trying different things, and especially when we're, especially when we are in situations which are unfamiliar, when we are in unfamiliar territory, or when you're in uncertain situations. If our mind is open, we can just explore so many 100,000 ways of, getting help and working things out. So I feel that this is like a good energy to be in. very Aquarian-like, very like path-breaking and digital and unique and quirky. But I feel there are, because of this mindset that you are in of learning, exploring, lot of breakthroughs, lot of shifts you'll experience in the next few days and weeks. So expect yourself like changing changing some kind of decor or some maybe designs or some visuals. This is like, in order to, just to bring something different, unique and fresh perspectives. Your mind is changing to newer perspectives, to newer ideas, and there will be certain shifts. So be ready for those kind of, shifts. And the last card for today, Libra, you have as the number 14, and it says temperance. It says major arcana. So the number 1, 4, and 5 are coming to important with this energy. Now, temperance, again, balance. So we already saw balance coming through for you very strongly. The theme is balance and peace and exploration and curiosity for you, Libra. But here, temperance is about balancing the opposites, right? Whether it's balancing over here, fire and water, is getting balanced, is getting integrated. So fire is the heat and water is the calmness to create something, steam, which diffuses the tension, diffuses the fire, right? So it's when you balance your strength, your inner strength and your soft heart, right? And we harmonize that. We create a balance of the strength, like standing in our conviction and assertiveness with that empathy and softness and diplomacy. And when we're able to combine these qualities, it not only feels like, you are being fair and square, and also, kind, polite, and empathetic, and very graceful. It comes across very as a graceful person, as a graceful conversation, or as a graceful act. So it's not just about bringing justice or, playing mediators and, sorting differences, but it's about uniting the differences to create something more powerful, more meaningful, and more graceful, right? Which is like a compromise because everybody is honored now. We take few things from here, few things from the second one, blend it, create something different, which uses both the point of views or uses both the fashion sense, like maybe two parties that are designing a dress, they come up with two different ideas. So blending that and making it is something which feels like a middle ground of those two, but doing it with a lot of grace, and whatever the outcome is, that's way more better than the individual, either of the two individual ideas. So definitely there is balance, but it's like diplomacy, doing things kindly, and, this is also about balancing, of course, our day-to-day tasks and work and personal lives and things like that. But this is also about balancing communication, like how we communicate. Our style of communication has to be balanced. It should not appear like we're biased. It should not appear that it's controlling. So blending things, and finding a middle ground, bringing justice with grace and diplomacy is the essence of this temperance for you, Librans. So some of you might be into, justice, where you're trying to blend, trying to find a middle ground among two people. Or you're trying to balance out, your own company's needs against the, maybe you have, maybe your company does philanthropy. So how much can you, spare out for philanthropy is like, how much budget you have to run the company and how much budget you have for philanthropy. So balancing those things out, it could be at that high escalated level as well. Now, for some of you in the creative arts, this could be blending styles, fusion foods, or, fusion of different cultures and creating something unique, powerful, and graceful. So, however, this will play out for each of you in different ways. So let me know how these energies play out for you, Libras, in your personal life or in the environment around you, and hope you enjoyed your messages. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.